Hey y'all, it is day 21. And yes, I made it 21 days without eating out. Without eating out. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But once I got started and got going, I didn't even think about stopping somewhere because I figured out that I can prepare what I need to prepare. I didn't even think about glancing over, seeing a restaurant. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I was determined to finish and do the full 21 days without eating out. Even cut back on the vending machine. I will tell you today, I had the little, I guess, donut sticks. I did have those, but the desires started leaving and started changing. Didn't think about a restaurant, didn't think about anything. I think the only thing that may have crossed my mind is I wanted some cake from a place called Frost here, but I didn't go. I didn't even drive by. I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it. I just didn't want to do it. But if I'd gone there, I would have had to count that as eating out. And I was determined to make it my 21 days. Now that it is day 21, I'm just going to keep going. I have enjoyed so much just coming home and preparing my own food, meal prepping, putting things together. Tried that one new recipe with the curry chicken, Jamaican chicken, whatever. I'm sorry. It was funny, but it was good and I liked it. And I used to cook all the time and I really want to get back into that. But it was really good for me. I learned another level of discipline. That was the first thing. Being more conscious about getting up and making sure I had breakfast at home and prepared my lunch. If I decided to eat anything for dinner, to make sure I had something for dinner. So I got into a routine. That was the first thing. So I'm excited about that my discipline changed a little bit. Instead of driving, it's like, you know what, I'm running a little late. Let me just dash on out the door and I'll stop by Starbucks. And honestly, the last time I went through Starbucks, I think I spent, oh my gosh, I got two things and I spent $15. And I thought, I'm in this line, I really want to tell them to keep it, but I went ahead and took it, and that was my last time at Starbucks. So that is the first thing, discipline. The second thing is getting in the habit of buying groceries on a regular basis. And what I mean by that is and somebody even said in the comments, and I paid attention to how I grocery shopped, buying things as much as I can, maybe at the beginning of the month and so forth, and having stuff so I can prepare it every week. The only thing I know that I have to be careful of is making sure I buy things that are going to last. It'll be a lot harder with some fresh items, and I just have to go and do a little bit of research and how to keep things so that they last longer, like fruits and fresh vegetables. So I can have those. And I can have canned, but I do also buy frozen vegetables, maybe to make a stir fry and so forth. What I've realized is I don't care for broccoli frozen because it's stringy or something. So I don't care for frozen broccoli, but I can buy other frozen vegetables to make meals. One of my go-tos, which I did this week for my groceries, is I bought rice, and I like basmati, and jasmine rice, and I'm got to get over to brown rice because I hear that is a lot healthier for you. And I just put vegetables on it, and that generally is a meal. And maybe add a protein if I have grocery shopped. So this week, that's what I did. I did a rice over vegetables and maybe added a little soy sauce if I wanted some that day, but put chicken in it. I also have shrimp, so I kind of mixed it up a little bit. And that was my meal prep for the week. And that's what I ate for about 3 days. And you're like, she ate that 3 days in a row? Yeah, she ate that 3 days in a row. Just don't want to go out for lunch. Don't want to think about it. None of it. Which, think about, eating out and groceries. I didn't even have a desire to look at my DoorDash app because usually I'll look at it and I'll thumb through it. I may not always buy it, but see, these are the things. And that's why slapping myself on the hand. But I knew it was an emotional reaction to everything that was going on around me. So the first thing is discipline. The second thing is recognizing how and how often I buy groceries. The third thing is, and I talked about it, is the emotional eating. Trying to come back into myself, and I know that sounds crazy because I used to say this thing, finding myself again. And I said that to somebody one time years ago, and I was like, how do you lose yourself? But, how can you find yourself? You never lost. There you are. But, interesting point. But just finding my grounding again through this disciplinary action. Paying more attention to who I am, what I'm doing, how often I'm doing it, because it did impact other areas of my life. I realized I was a little bit more energetic. I wasn't procrastinating. Clearer thoughts. There are some things I know I have to do better in, of course, because I was having, the vending stuff, but not doing that as much. But I realized how this impacted other areas of my life. And it has made me want to go to a different level with it. Like I say, cooking more, learning new recipes, just doing those things. I need to add exercise. I said I was going to, and I'll be honest, I did not. I do walk. I still make sure I'm standing at work. I'm not sitting all day long or walk around the building. But to really actually do some exercise. I believe I told you all in the beginning, I used to be a runner, and at one point in time I ran like 4 to 6 miles a day, but I let life take over. And I want to get back to that level of exercise because I do love to run. There is something about it that, they call it the runner's high. So I got to start off slow, but I do plan to get back to running, and I love to run outside. Yes. So, but we will not be doing it in a 0-degree weather. Well, I think it got up to 35 today. So, So those are the 3 things that I walked away from. My discipline, recognizing how I shop for groceries, and last but not least is, I just went blank, just how it impacted my life. Those are my 3 takeaways over these 21 days. With all of that, I am going to continue. I am going to continue to try different recipes, try different seasonings, try different vegetables, things I haven't tried, because I like trying new things. And I not only want to do the typical stuff, I want to get outside and try recipes from every culture that I become aware of, just randomly. That's what life is about. Trying new things, being willing to try new things, and that's where I am. So I'm excited. I made it through the 21 days. I will show you what I had this week. I think I videotaped the vegetables with the rice. Tonight is Friday. You're probably seeing this on Saturday, but tonight is Friday. I wanted pizza, so I stopped at the store. I bought a pizza, probably cost me $8. I wanted some extra cheese and I wanted mushrooms on it. So I got the cheese and the mushrooms, and that's what I had for dinner. And my thought process is that I have pizza tonight. I can have it for the next couple of days. That, I'm good with leftovers, and I believe I said that before. So I'll have pizza a couple of days. But I'm telling you, as I continued on, there were certain things that no longer I had a desire for. I am excited and looking forward to where this is going to lead me. I really am. I'm just expecting so many more great things to happen with my health, with my behavior, with my thought processes, and definitely with my budget, because that was the main reason I started this and decided no eating out for 21 days. I had to get a grip. Eating out was wrong. It was hurting my budget. It was hurting my health. And I was only emotionally eating. And it really didn't come from me at the end of the day, because what I was dealing with was still there. So that didn't help me at all. My budget is better. And I'm going to post, I compared the final, which will include what I bought tonight. That slide will be at the very end. We'll see how I did. But that brings me back to my grocery shopping, being more intentional about what I buy and how often I buy. And just because I might be craving something specifically, and the cravings did fall off a whole lot, but just because I'm craving something specifically, I don't necessarily have to go and get it. Oh, I want to tell you one other thing. With this last week, one thing I decided was I really didn't want to buy anything else. I wanted to focus, okay, what do I have at home that I can make a meal? And I did. Just grab whatever was in there. I can't, honestly, it's so funny because I can't really remember what I made. I know I made the rice and vegetables more over the weekend. Can't remember what else I did. And tonight I bought the pizza for myself. I should have taken pictures then either. But my goal is, if it's in the fridge, if it's in the pantry, make a meal out of it. And what I've done before is I might see some ingredients. I'm wondering if they'll go together. If there's something out there, I'll do one of two things. I will make up a dish in a second. Yes, I will. Like, let me see if this goes together. Oh, it's sardines. I don't have any ground beef. I wonder if because people used to do the fish fry and do fish and spaghetti. I wonder how these sardines would go in this spaghetti. Yes, I did try that too. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I do like sardines, so I just wouldn't necessarily eat it with the spaghetti. I did try that. So I'll either make up my own recipe or look online and see if I can find something to prepare. If seeing a few ingredients, what seasonings I have, and so forth, and put that together. That is my determination. I believe I can do this. I know I can do this. I've done it for 21 days. Have no desire to eat out. What's really interesting to me is, I thought when I finish, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take myself to dinner and I'm gonna celebrate. I don't have that unction anymore. I don't have that unction anymore. Oh, I will confess this. I got a call on Sunday and a girlfriend said, hey, come out and go lunch with me. I said, I'm sorry, I can't go to lunch. We can, hang out, I can cook, whatever. And she said, no, it's on me. I was like, well, I said I wasn't going to eat out for 21 days, which is the point of it is not to spend any money at all. So she treated me to lunch, and normal me, and I'm just being honest, I'm kind of, but normal me would have offered to pay the tip, can I at least cover part of it? Can I give you anything? Did not offer. Accepted it as it is and had a healthy meal. What did I have? I did have chicken, broccoli, and I did have mashed potatoes. And my drink, I got an Arnold Palmer. So that was it. No dessert, no nothing. That was it. And that's all I did. That was my only eating out. I don't know if it counts because the point was not to spend any money eating out and to only grocery shop. But I don't want to run out and go to dinner. I don't want to run out to a restaurant. And there are a couple places I really would like to try because I am a foodie. But I don't want to try chains. I want to try, just different places, mom and pop places, small, intimate places, just to go and have a meal. And that's my goal. Eventually, I will let you all know when I finally go out to eat. But right now, I don't want to spend the money. And I'm glad I did this. It made me so much more conscious of my budget doing this. I even reworked my budget based on this experience. This was the first best thing that I did for myself in 2025. And I believe I will continue to grow. I will continue to get better in all the other areas of my life, regardless of what is going on. So ladies and gentlemen, I have completed my commitment of 21 days. Please don't hold it against me that someone treated me out to lunch. I did not ask. I was going to try to get out of it. But I know why she asked me. She was trying to encourage me because of some things that had happened. But that's it. But I'm going to continue and watch my budget because I have financial goals. And I want to stick with those. Because I'm determined by the time my lease is up, where my situation is now financially, if, everything stays the same, that I will be in a better situation by the time my lease is up. And I have a full lease right now. All right, everybody. Thank you for taking this 21-day journey with me. I am going to continue to try recipes. I'll record it and post it. Won't be anything, necessarily fancy, but I'll let you know what recipes and, items that I try if you're interested. And last but not least, did I just say that? But last but not least, I am planning to go live next Friday. I'm going to make a formal announcement on Monday when I decide on the time to go live on YouTube. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm able to go live next Friday. And as of today, I should be able to. So I hope that you'll join me. Don't have anything specifically to talk about. I'll just start off just in general. And if you have questions or whatever, just put them in the chat. I'll try to watch them. I don't have a staff. It is just me. So I'll try to answer any questions or comments to the best of my ability. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. I am Celeste Jonay. Speak your truth, live with transparency. You will see the triumph. Couple of chicken breast, and also have some stir-fried veggies. Yes, bought them frozen. There's a sauce. I'll heat it up later. And then that's the bag of the stir-fry. I got it from Kroger. It was on sale, which is I'm laughing about. It was $2.99, but thank you, Lord. And then I'm taking it out, my Asian inspired blend. I'll mix that in with the stir-fry and put it over rice.